All right, we're joined by Rapids midfielder Cole Bassett. We'll start with his opening thoughts on the match, then open up to questions.
Thought we had a decent first half. We're struggling to create chances right now. We started like that last year as well, but we definitely need to create a bit more, and that's on us. I take onus for that, being one of the main creators in the midfield. I'm sure Georgie maybe feels the same, but we definitely need to work on that and start scoring some goals and be as fun as we were to watch last year. I think LAFC poses a threat in transition, which maybe caused us to keep a few guys back a little bit more, just with the speed that Bawanga and their other wingers have. But I think going back home and starting the MLS campaign with games at home, I think we need to start scoring a few more goals, because that's what we were good at last year.
Well, the club maybe last year accidentally or unknowingly walked into you being in the double pivot and that working out fantastically. You were on the wing on Saturday, bit of a different role. Chris called it a 4-3-3. What about that's different for you? What about that's not quite working just yet?
On the wing, that's not my position. Obviously, it's trying to do a role for the team and stuff like that. I think I could definitely get better at going 1v1 out there, but at the same time, I think that's not my best role, and you want to put your best players in their best positions, and that's why we switched back tonight to a three in the middle, but then it kind of forced Georgie to go wide a bit. But I thought we had good moments with the ball. It's really just, for me, the difference in the game is their wingers punish you and they go 1v1, and we didn't do that as a team. There was nobody on our team that kind of took somebody on and went 1v1 and beat their man and caused just a moment. Martinez makes a moment, when they break the press, and we broke the press, but we never had that kind of moment. So I think that was the difference in the game.
I think it was 5 or 6 yellow cards in a 12-minute sequence. Were you guys getting frustrated? Was there something LAFC was doing tactically? What stalled the game there?
I don't know. I think a few of those moments like mine, it was just a break-up transition. They got out, and just we've kind of put an emphasis on it this year, that a lot of times when we got out last year, teams would foul us and frustrate us. We just try to end the play where it is, take the yellow card, and move on from there, because if LAFC is building speed, it causes a few problems. So we just tried to end it at that point, but maybe it did bring the game to a halt a little bit and kind of slow it down. So we can manage that a bit better and maybe get our moments right, so that we're not having to foul them, and we actually can win the ball in those moments.
How much of playing in this dumb stadium is mental at this point?
Before this year, we've obviously had trouble in the stadium. I thought tonight it felt like a good game. I thought this is the best we've looked in this stadium. But then again, when you don't have shots on goal for 2 straight games, it's tough. We definitely have to go back to training and work on that. But I want to come back here, during the league season and beat them here. Because, the Rapids haven't won here yet, and I think we can be the first team to do that. We get more confident every time we come here.
What have you seen from Alex preseason, this game, training?
Yeah, he's a threat in behind. It's a tough game to maybe come into in terms of they didn't have much space in behind for him, which is his biggest threat. He's kind of to me, a Jamie Vardy like striker is kind of how we look at him. But when there's not too much space in behind, it's a little bit tough for him to maybe find the game. And he came in late. That's his first minutes against one of the best teams in the league, so it's obviously not the easiest moment to come into, but sometimes that's where you find players where they can step up in a big moment. It didn't happen tonight, but happy for his debut, and hopefully there's more moments for him and the other young guys to come that they kind of take a next step and continue to push us forward, because if we can have one of those guys break through and really be a chance creator, I think that will help a lot for us.
Thanks, Cole. Appreciate it.
Just one from me. Considering how you guys played against LAFC last year, how much has your team improved, and how prepared are you for your upcoming games against LAFC?
Yeah, we feel like we've improved, but at the same time, I don't want to sit here and be like, oh yeah, we improved, but we still lost. I want to win these games. It's, you lose 3-0 or 1-0, yeah, there's a bit of a difference in the game and how we played, but at the end of the day, you still lost. So I want to come here and beat these guys. We beat them at home. We feel like we're very close to this team. That away goal that we gave up, and that was kind of my man on that set piece. It kind of killed us tonight, and I knew it right when it went in that leg. I was like, you got to be kidding me, because they didn't really have much that game, and we kind of give them an away goal, and we end up tying the series, but they go away or they go through on an away goal. So we feel good when we come back here in the league and play them in the league. We definitely want to beat them, but we've had a lot of games against these guys now, and we feel like we can go toe to toe with one of the best in the league.
Yeah, and with the amount of yellow cards you talked about the yellow cards. Do you feel like that changed the dynamic of you guys' game and put you down?
No, not really. It's you have to be a bit more cautious when you're on a yellow card, but at the same time, I think Chris has kind of tried to implement that into our team to take more fouls and stuff like that and end plays so that there's no dangerous moments. For us as midfielders, then you can't go into tackles as much after you get a yellow card, but it's the way we play. We take risks at times, and sometimes they're going to get out and break the press, and when they do, you have to take a yellow at times. But I think if we can get those moments right, we'll end up winning those balls, and you won't be taking yellow cards. You'll hopefully be scoring goals on the other end.
And finally, you guys seem like you're playing really, really good today, and also the last game against LAFC. How do you feel about your team mentally in terms of playing against the other MLS teams?
Yeah, we feel good. I think there are some new players in this team. Half of our starting lineup, when we get everybody back, is a bit different this year, and I think that takes time to gel and mesh. But at the same time, we're excited. I feel like our back line now is really putting out a lot of fires. We're doing pretty well defensively. Really 1 goal through open play in 3 games and 2 away in tough environments. So we feel good, but I think the onus is on me and Georgie and Rafa to start scoring goals and maybe the other guys as well to step up and start creating chances, because at the end of the day, all of us want to see shots on goal and goals and balls in the back of the net. So I think we need to take that next step and get that going.